start walking. Behind me is Norport Station, the old military base, and some newer skyscrapers, along with a supermarket and a train station. Right now, we're going to be exploring the Botanic Gardens, seeing what we can see. So right here is the flower shop. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's go on this like a right path, see what we can see. I do know that this Botanic Garden is actually free, but you do have to pay to get into the butterfly house, which I did find out from one of my friends. On sunny days like today, which have been really rare on this trip, me and my friends, we enjoy going to the Botanic Gardens and doing some of our homework. Currently, it is 4:43 p.m. in the afternoon, nice and sunny, so nice day to walk around. I was going to go back to my dorms, and I said, nope. I actually want to walk around the Botanic Gardens since it is a perfect day and not been dumping rain. Ice is not freezing today, which is a huge relief. So if anybody can see and hear this, please let me know. If not, I'll refresh the stream. Hey, Kathy Beals, so good to see you. What's up and how are you doing? Walking around the Botanic Gardens. I not realized that there was a lake. And up ahead, we'll get to it. There's actually wild rhubarb. Hey Shannon, it's so good to see you. What's up and how are you doing today? I do know that you're cooking some pasta, which sounds so delicious right now. Here's the statue with a deer. And actually, let's go up here. Let's go to the lake. Why not? Actually, wait. We do have to cut around the lake. Let's see. There's actually the path, but actually fortunately, we have the zoomies. So zoomie group. So right here, what you see is wild rhubarb. Turns out rhubarb grows very well in Denmark. And one of the people who I did talk to, what they like to do is they like to pick the rhubarb, and they actually like to boil it. They like to dip in sugar. If I ever see some wild rhubarb out here, I'll definitely pick some rhubarb and try the exact same thing. But I won't be doing it in the Botanic Gardens since it's their gardens, and I do want to preserve it. It definitely is. That's why I wanted to show you this area. And right here is the lake. I do wonder what kind of fish they have swimming in here. And sometimes if the lake is green, I'm not sure this is true, but I remember hearing it from Yo Angs and Coffee Joe that the lake, that's actually algae blooms that makes the lake this color. Alright, oops, sorry about my finger. My finger's being a little potato. Oopsie doopsie, almost ran into a tree. So right here is the butterfly pavilion. Let's see if we can get a close up of it. Getting closer to the center of the garden. So does anybody have any plans for today or their weekend? So we keep on walking. I actually think we're going to be approaching the butterfly pavilion. Here's actually a very nice hill for picnic if anybody's hungry, for a Danish sandwich and cinnamon bun. Oh, little pink flower. That is so gorgeous right there. Who wants to go for a swim today? We're going for a swim in 3, 2, 1. Oh, just kidding. And whenever I'm looking at lily pads, I always like to look for froggies. That's still one of my things I always wanted to see is a frog on a lily pad. And also kind of a random story. Speaking of, hey, good morning, Slot Savvy. So good to see you. I am so excited for your interviews coming up, especially the one you have gone on Soul Lot Mates on Sunday. So excited to watch it. Awesome. Before I forget, I do have like a story that goes with the lake. So when I was growing up, I always believed that tiny little green UFO, that tiny little green aliens would land in the swamps, and I always like to look through the swamp marshes and throughout the lakes to see if I could find a UFO and a little green alien. Unfortunately, that was a total bust, but I did find some pretty interesting insects, like giant grasshoppers that was this long, pink, and they were colored with pink and yellow. Hey, Belinda, good morning. Definitely is. Rain, you better not come. Slot Savvy says Washington State in the house. Woo, Washington. Does Washington State look like this during springtime? Oh, miss you too, Slot Savvy. Carry to talk again. And also, I'm curious, if you don't mind sharing, who do you have for guests on your Slot Central News on Saturday? Here we go. Let's take a little path, see if we can find some UFOs. Yes, and also, what one of my old friends used to do was when I was growing up, she would actually she actually had a garden that was very similar to this, where she would actually come and she would actually sprinkle glitter. I always thought that the glitter was fairy dust. So I spent hours trying to figure out how to fly and how I was finding fairy dust. And also another thing when I was growing up, I always like to look for fairies inside of these flowers. Nowadays, when I look for fairies, all I find is Japanese beetles. But we can still believe, which I really love doing. A lot of things, I still believe in fairies. Kind of random, but it's still fun. This does remind me of a fairy garden. Slot Savvy says, tomorrow on Slot Talk, we have Quick 100 Slots, James, Betzel, Cash Out, Man, Boss of Slots, The Great American Gambler, you, me, love slot gambling, and hope Jason, Man, Boss of Slots, is able to show up. I'm hoping the same thing too. They're such a fun group. And I really enjoy all of your energy and all the channel. And also thank you, Slot Savvy's PK, for the 3,000 chat. Woo! Thank you so much. Oh, look, little red tulips. I actually don't think these are tulips, but they do look very similar to tulips. We do have to be a little bit careful when we do have to be a little bit careful around these gardens, because there's definitely some PG-13 statues, and we gotta make sure to avoid the PG-13 sculptures. Definitely is Belinda. And these flowers right here are one of my old friends' favorite flowers. Oh, thank you, Slot Savvy. These are like irises. I actually don't think they're irises, but I forgot, but they're some type of bulb plant. And one of my family members, she used to plant these bulbs in our yard. Oh, here's a little bumblebee. If anybody's curious what a native bumblebee looks like, I gotta be careful. She planted these flowers in our yard, and every year hundreds of them would come up. Unfortunately, the landscapers ripped them all out, which was a huge bummer. But fortunately, she does have a garden full of tulips. Let's see if we can get up on top of this hill, so we can be the king of the hill, king or queens of the hill. All right, right here is the butterfly pavilion. I'm going to see if we can actually get into the butterfly house because I definitely want to get in there and see what we can see inside. All right, let me ask. These are right here, some greenhouses. And let's see if there's any fish in this lake. Hey Gail, wish you could be there too. These are some floating bulb plants. I'm blanking on the name, but they're very common in lakes. Of all things, I don't see any koi fish, which are really popular here. Slot Savvy says, so good to see you all this morning. I was in that morning where you are, but it's close enough. It's 4:55 p.m. And when it's 4:55 p.m., that's some days that I'm just waking up. Let me ask. Hi. I have a question. How much for butterfly house?
I don't know. That I don't know anything about.
All right, thank you. Never mind. I gotta go over here for the ticket sales. Butterfly house ticket sales. Here it is. Dang, it's closed. Shoot. But let's see if we can get some close up of the cacti. I'll go whoop on in. So here's what the cactuses look like. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get in, but we can try. I think to try to get in. Yeah, we definitely gotta do we definitely gotta go into the butterfly house someday. That'd be something I would love to do. Alright, let's take a look, see what it is. And dang, no butterfly house. Alright, so here's some of the prices. Here's some of the prices of the Natural History Museum. Alright, let's go over here to the hill. Oh, thank you, Slot Savvy, for the $2 Woo! And I love all the butterfly emojis, making the day so beautiful. Butterflies, frogs, snakes, sunflowers, ants. And 1 second, gotta wait for the super chat sticker to load. But thank you so much, Slot Savvy PK. So far I'm keeping an eye out for some of the. So far I'm keeping an eye out for some of the butterflies. Unfortunately, I've not seen any butterflies yet, but we should find some pretty soon. Hopefully in here. Sorry says the red looks perfect. How cool. Feels like I'm there with you. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry says I love butterflies. We have a place very similar in Seattle Volunteer Park. I can definitely imagine. This does remind me of Seattle because it's so up north, and I think it's like the same latitude, but slightly farther. Let's see what these little blue flowers are. These are some of the tiniest flowers I have seen. And these flowers, I have not, and shoot, darn it, lost my train. That train left the station. Let's see what we're going to see up here. Hey, Boom Media, nice to see you. Let me know how clear the screen is. If not, I'll do a quick refresh because I do enjoy it, because I do want all of you to be able to enjoy this beauty. Oh, look, the crane says, hey everybody, I'm a giant construction crane. Let's get busy. Do you 1 second? Up, here we go. Oh, I'm glad to hear Boom Media. Sometimes the Wi-Fi goes a little naughty on us. As of now, oh, definitely is Belinda. One of my favorite things to do is look for fairies and giant moths. So far, what I had for dinner, what I had for lunch, As I actually ended up eating at the Poke Place, the Hawaiian Poke Place in Sweden. Since we did end up visiting 2 studios, we visited Ubisoft, and we also visited U2, the other studio called U2. The Ubisoft studio does game development. The others, oh shoot, here's a lot of problem here. There was a bug in my ear. A tiny little insect flew into my ear. Fortunately, I got it out. So if we go on top of the hill, we gotta be a little quieter. I'm glad that you're able to find the stream Slot Savvy. But here's the view from the hill. It really is. And we got to go to the studio U2. And at U2, we learned. We found out that they do like a lot of graphic interfaces and a lot of digital art. That is some place I would be interested in toning at. Alright, let's see this direction. Let's go this direction. Why not? Then we went to U2, and guess what happened? We got the wrong GPS coordinates on our map, which means that we had to run for 16 minutes for all the way from our Poke Place to the Ubisoft studio. I won't be picking any flowers. I do want to make sure that this park, that all the beautiful stuff stays in the park for everybody to enjoy. And I do draw nature pictures. I'll be doing that with my friends tonight when they're ready to hang out. My friends are taking a little break right now. But what I really wish I did was I really wish that I brought my watercolors along with my sketchbook. That was something I did forget to bring. Oh my gosh, that'd be so amazing, Slot Savvy. I can't wait to try wild rhubarb, and I'd love to stay with you for sure. Hopefully plane tickets do go down at some point. Hopefully plane tickets do go down. But we shall wait and see. Everything will eventually work out when it's supposed to. Crackety crack, quack, quack, quack. What I find really cool is just how people friendly these ducks are. Yeah, the other day I was eating and there's 2 birds that landed on my feet. They were eating crumbs off my shoes. I found it really funny. Here's a bunch of, and if you look closely at these plants, there's a bunch of labels. Danish rolls, they're really good. Slot services today, I'm trying to chase the 36,000 grand unlock it link at the tilapia. I'm at the hotel right now, sending you a ton of good luck for the grand, and Boom Media wishing you a ton of good luck. So, when we're out of the Botanic Gardens, we'll definitely look for a 4-leaf clover for you to take. We'll definitely look for a 4-leaf clover just for you, so you can get that giant grand jackpot. To date, I've not got any progressive jackpot except for the mini jackpot and one. Oh shoot, Donna, I forgot. And one technically major jackpot. It was actually my friend who pushed the button, so my friend ended up getting the jackpot instead. Hey, M. Martin, so good to see you. What's up and how are you doing? Oh my gosh, I love miniature frogs. I remember when I was visiting Connecticut around this time of year. Alright, let's get up. Let's see. Alright, 1 second. I remember when I was visiting Connecticut a few years ago, back in 2018. Oh hey, are you taking a picture? No. Alright, thank you. Coming through.
Thank you.
So I remember back in Connecticut when I remember back in Connecticut a few years ago, back in 2018, we got a spam call coming in, but we hung right up. So like, I don't know if you can see and hear this. If not, I can refresh. Can you hear and see me? Alright, so going back to Salt Savvy's story, the froggy story. I was in Connecticut and I remember walking around. All of a sudden there was like all these tiny little froggies. I just loved walking and seeing all these frogs pop up, which was one of my favorite things to watch and see. In thumbnail, or stream. Sometimes I do imagine a tiny little boat coming down the stream. And me being able to ride on it and ride the boat all the way down the stream. And I always wonder where these little streams go to. And also another thing I really enjoy is fantasizing about my dream garden. This is definitely my dream garden to have. Hey Melba, so good to see you. What TV are you watching? And for me lately, I've not been watching much TV except for documentaries about Mount Everest. Alright, see you, Salt Savvy. And I wish I had my sketchbook too. It was so nice to chat. I can't wait to see you again. That'd be so much fun. Salt Savvy is asking, you're staying with friends in Detroit on your way home? Will you be there? I'll be in Detroit. I'll be in Detroit for my friends. I'll be in Detroit with my friends for like 2 weeks. I'm staying with Patrick and George Element. And I'm gonna be sightseeing around Detroit. We're gonna be meeting up with Slotty D at the Greek Town Casino. You too, Salt Savvy. Have a great day. Malba says, did I tune into Alice in Wonderland? Yes, you probably have. We're still looking for the Chester Cat. Unfortunately, we've not had any luck looking for the Chester Cat quite yet. But that's right, Simon in Denmark at the Botanical Gardens. There's just so much to see and take in. I not realized just how huge this park was. But I definitely want to come back and sketch all these flowers. I'll be sharing a post on my community tab tonight. Hey Lope, nice to see you. How are you doing? What's up? Trying to figure out a way out of the hills. Dang that sucks, Shannon. Hopefully the buffaloes go away soon. Giant dandelions. Let's make a wish. Everybody blow on the count of 3. Let's blow on one of these dandelions and let's make a wish. My wish right now is to win the grand jackpot on Dragon Link when I'm in Detroit. Alright, so let's blow on in 3, 2, 1. Everybody have to. Alright, so close but yet so far. Let's look for some dandelions. These are dandelion want-to-bees. But if you look a little bit more, I believe that there's some variant of onions. Giant dandelions. I wish for the grand jackpot on Dragon Link. Imagine if those flowers, imagine if there was some kind of wish flower, and the wish flower would only grant you half a wish. So, if you blew on the wish flower and wish for grand jackpot, you'd only get like 14 orbs, or you get the grand jackpot of $1. I do hear like a little board up there. Let's zoom in, see what kind of board this is. There it is. Toned up pigeons. This is not a pigeon, but toned up pigeons are domesticated animals, and they used to be considered house pets until people released them into the wild. Boom Media says, I wish for any minor, major, or grand on Dragon Link. Wishing for the same thing. Oh no. Melba says, I was raised being told if you tell someone your wish, it won't come true. I think they must have didn't want to hear me talk for an hour. When I was a child, I was the exact same way. Whenever I wished for something, I just talk about it in detail, non-stop. One of my childhood wishes was growing angel wings and being able to fly like an angel. And we watched a show where people actually talk to this sand fairy. I don't know what the name of the fairy is or the name of the movie. So there was this one point when I was a kid that I actually thought the puppet was real. So I turned the TV on, put the DVD in, click, and just like sit in front of the TV for hours and then sand fairy, I wish, please, I wish for fairies. Well, I think my mom got all the return DVD rental service and plopped that DVD in a return box within a few days. Hey, what money scratcher? We're talking about what wishes we want to come true as we're walking through the botanical gardens in Denmark. Definitely a Shannon. And also for another one of my wishes, if I remember correctly, was to become invisible. Old piece of rock, invisible. And because I had a speech disability, everybody thought I said the word broccoli. So my mom's like, why do you want to wish to become broccoli? I said, no, invisible, broccoli. So I kept saying the word broccoli for hours on end. And I think my mom got tired of that too. So did everybody in my family. Mom says, I wanted my very own unicorn package so I could fly anywhere I wanted. That's a really good wish. Sometimes I wish I had the ability to fly. I always wanted to feel like how I felt to be a bird. But the closest thing I think we got is skydiving, which is kind of a no-go for me at the moment. Cassie says, if there was a wish flower that only granted wishes as long as you wish for somebody else, who would your wish granted for? That is such a great question. I definitely have to think on that question, but it really gets me thinking. Boom Media says, I would want my daughters to have the desire of their hearts. Oh, that is such a sweet wish. Malba says, my oldest son wanted a magical chainmail that grew with him, so he'd not have to go to the blacksmith every day. Every time he got bigger. Aww. That would be really cool. That'd definitely be a really cool wish to come true. Alright, let's go this way. See what these little flowers are about. I try to think about what I would wish for somebody else. Or wish in general. For me, if I could actually grant one wish, I'd grant a wish for the entire world. I'd wish for the water crisis, and I'd wish for both the water crisis and food poverty to go away. Because these are two really big crises in the world. I don't know, it's a very blanket wish, but that's something I do want. Aww. Thank you, Kathy. I'm also thinking that if I get a grand jackpot, this is the thought right now, but if I get a grand jackpot, one of my ideas would be definitely putting some of the profits I get towards starting a foundation that helps advocate for people with special needs and specifically speech disabilities. Oh, look, a little ladybug. Let's see what the ladybugs are up to. I'm curious. Yeah, you don't want to know. I always love looking up for ladybugs. Thank you, Kathy. Alright, let's see if we can get inside this greenhouse right there. Thank you, Kathy. Don't forget to click that like button. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please be sure to click the like button if you wish to see more videos like this, so I can grant your wish. And also, if you enjoy what you're seeing, please also be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell too to get your wish granted even more. Your wishes of live streams. Alright, so here it is. Let's see if we can get into this greenhouse. Hopefully it stays nice and sunny. Alright, looks like we can go back there. This is the street, one of the major streets. A nice quiet area. Let's see what we see. Alright, dang, not very much. But if we look inside this greenhouse, there's an actual sitting area, and it does look like a restaurant. I might come back here tomorrow to get some coffee. Oh dang, doesn't look like a restaurant after all. That was a coffee shop, but it's actually a planning area. So I might come back here with some coffee and make up sitting right here in these Gestopas. Somebody left a Coca-Cola. If anybody wants some Coca-Cola, who's hungry? Boop. Alright, so here it is. Alright, let's get back into the main area. See where we can walk to. This garden is definitely a maze. Because like in this garden, they actually don't have a clear pathway where you're supposed to go. I think you're supposed to wander around and see where everything takes you. Let's wander this way. Boomedia says, do you have water with you, Simon? Lots of walking? Let me check. I actually don't have water directly on me, but I do know where to get water from. And it's actually not that hot at all. I'm still in my rain jacket. It's in the very low, it's right now at 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And also, whenever I'm going out during the day, when I go to class, I always have my water bottle with me. Alright, back into the lush, magical area. Let's look for ladybugs. Kathy is asking, how's class going? Right now, class is going pretty well. We're mostly going to a lot of studios and a whole lot of museums where we're studying arts. And also, kind of random, these mushrooms right here, I always like to look for mushroom circles, because in mushroom circles, they say, legends have it, that's where the fairy magic happened. And in these mushroom circles, they say that's where you can meet some fairies. Man voices thought says, I'm hungry. So, hey Simon, this is super cool, but be careful. Definitely gonna be careful. Not going to stay out. Not going to stay out past dark. And definitely when I go back out tonight, I'm going out with my friends to make sure I always have a buddy. Oh, a little pig, a little crow. Hey, bluebird. Of all things, I just noticed this. Of all things, I've not seen a bluebird as of now, which I find a little strange, because I thought bluebirds were pretty common here. I've not seen a bluebird, I've also not seen a robin or like a yellow bird. One of my favorite birds is honestly one of my favorite birds is a blue bird because WMS now that was brought up by Scientific Games now it's light and random made the WMS Bluebird slot machine cabinet, and I really like the Bluebird cabinet. That's a machine I really want. Not really want, but actually I do have. But that makes the Bluebird one of my favorite birds ever. It's both a slot machine and a bird. Hey, Derbyshire, England. Thanks, man, for the slots. Definitely a very gorgeous area. Oh nope. Not looking too good to getting back out, but we shall forge our path. But carefully. Done. They're doing construction here. Let's take a look inside of here. Oh, and Dawn, they're doing construction here too. But I think this was a fish pond. And I also think this is a lily pad restoration place where they're restoring lily pads. Let's take a look here. Here's some giant lily pads. If you're curious, these are some of the biggest lily pads I've seen. But let's head back out on the path. The first here is asking how rich are you after Bill Gates? That's definitely a dream when I hit the grand jackpot on the Mega Million jackpot in Las Vegas. This is actually in Denmark, the Botanical Gardens. Of all things, I do want to meet Bill Gates. And if you watch the Anna Delvey, and another very interesting thing is, has anyone watched the Anna Delvey series on Netflix? If so, let me know. Hey, Soul mates, nice to see you. So, have anybody seen the Anna Delvey series? Let me know. I actually believe that right here is the Gestapo. That's where the lily pads from. So, yeah, and they were showing, like, in the documentary, I won't give any spoilers. They were actually showing how Bill Gates lived, and how Bill Gates went about his life. Don, you missed this by a few minutes. Shoot. Alright, next time we're going in here. Oh, thank you, Derbyshire, England. Oh, thank you, you're so sweet. How are you doing, so lot, mates? Oh, thank you, Derbyshire, England. That means a ton. Oh. Alright, let's see if there's anywhere where we can get ice cream or anything to drink. Butterfly house. The first is asking Windy Laugh. I just did some ice cream. Unfortunately, they just closed at 5. Shoot. Dang. So close, but yet so far. Here's what they have. They have coffee. They have juice soda, water, chai, glasses of wine, and vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and lemon. I definitely gotta come back here tomorrow, get us some ice cream, and hang out by the park. Duffer is asking, when do you laugh? If you have a joke, or if anybody has something funny, definitely put it in the chat, and I'll laugh. Ice cream. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh. Alright, let's look in here. They unfortunately have these greenhouses closed off for the night. But this is what it would look like if we could get in. If you've seen the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, one of the villains, I think it's the toy tickle, is like always like saying, ice cream, apple pie, I got toys. Wait, I think the villain is the toy maker. So here's a greenhouse, another greenhouse. Usually I laugh whenever somebody says something funny, or something like, whenever somebody says something funny, or I see a slot machine, or the slot machine gives me a bonus unexpectedly. That's when I start really laughing. There's something that makes me, I'm not sure what it is, but there's actually something that makes me really laugh about slot machines. Whenever I see a slot machine, I get a really good laugh. It's something about the design and how it visually looks that just really gets me laughing. You make me laugh. Apple pie. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Who wants some apple rhubarb pie? I definitely gotta look for some apple rhubarb pie too. Alright, let's go see this lake. I do have an inflatable swan, and turns out the swan is actually the national bird of Denmark. So I imagine if we fill this lake up with 100 inflatable swans, that'd be one heck of a sight. Let's see if we can find any frogs. Yeah, froggy, froggy, froggies. Hello, anybody home? Ring a ding ding. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Effie guy's here. Wakey, wakey, wakey. Alright, going once, going twice. Hey, frogs. If you come out of this lily pad right now, I will guarantee you a major jackpot on Dragon Link and also 15 buffalo heads. If you can wake up, froggies. Alright, them froggies, I think they're down for the afternoon nap or afternoon tea. Delventia England says, you really want $100,000? I wish I did. It was an April Fool's joke. Really, really wish I did. That would be a dream come true. It'd be one. If I did, I'd have one heck of a night. But that's something that is something I'm still dreaming of and wishing for. Melba says, now I'm going to be singing toot sweets all day. Thanks, Simon. No, let's try singing toot sweets. I don't know the tune. Toot sweets. Woo, woo. And here comes all them doggies running in, getting on the candy. Alright, let's rush into some bushes. Toy Story time. Alright, look. Here's a bush bench. So I'll show them what it looks like from behind so they can get the 360 experience. The French here is asking, so you know a country called India? Yes, I do know the country called India. It is actually one of the access points, I believe, for Mount Everest, along with Nepal, Tibet, and China. So that's the 4 ways you could climb up Mount Everest. Here's a bush bench. Oh, butterfly! Oh my gosh, butterfly! Let's go get it. Let's go see where it's flying to. Dang, missed it. Alrighty. I totally forgot that butterflies like to hang out around lakes and around these marshlands. Now I also got the song Chitty Chitty Bang Bang stuck in my head. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I remember first seeing that movie back in 2008 when I used to do a therapy called acupressure. That actually helped to calm me down. But when I first got the the VCR, unfortunately the sound was broken, so we had to rent ourselves the DVD from the library. But it was really good. But it was like a movie I really do know. Definitely a classic. And Dick Van Dyke, he was like the main character in it. Diversity England's asking, what do you know a good thing about India? I do know that India is known for the technical industry, their programmers, their culture, spices, and I do know that in India that there's like a lot of spicy food because of the warm climate. Let's check out this last part of the garden. Oh, look, a phone. These phones, turn-up phones, they existed around the time of the dinosaurs, and they're still here, which I find really cool. Oh, thank you, England. Sorry, I have a hard time saying your first name. Oh, look, somebody has sushi. Who wants sushi for dinner tonight? Alright, tomorrow night, or either tomorrow night, Sunday night, or Monday night, we'll be having dinner. So I'll be putting out a poll, seeing what cuisine we should try what cuisine we try. Whatever you vote, that's what we're going to eat. The Venture England says, actually my name is Ann Kit. I call you by Ann Kit. Let me know if that's the correct pronunciation. Let's go up these hills. Hopefully this is a path that we can take. Oh, well, I gotta be careful. It's still a little muddy because of all the rain. And unfortunately, there was a drought that lasted for 2 months before we came. Fortunately, the drought is gone, which is a huge relief. Even though it's like very unfortunate to be in the rain. Oh, look, puppies. I've not had any luck growing these puppies before, but kudos to anybody who can get these puppies to grow in the yard. Let's go down here, see where this little tiny path takes us. It actually takes us down the hill. We want to go back up the hill. There's so many paths. Not sure which one I want to. Let's take this path. And I do know in India it's kind of gross, but in forests like these, there are actually leeches that do hang from like the trees, which I do find a little gross. So here's what the top of the path looks like. We'll definitely keep taking that path. Alright, so we're gonna go back down here. What way should I go, left or right? Oh, thank you, Kathy. I really enjoy seeing this garden. It's my very first time. It was actually Mr. Hampay's and the big jackpots. Hey, good morning, Casino Lady Salt. So good to see you. Hey, Danny D, woo! And also Kaz, if you're watching, Kaz. Alright, what way should we go? Left or right? You choose, your all the very lucky ones here. Oh, look, rocks. There's this one part of the road that is actually rocks that are considered alive. And the rocks actually do divide and multiply. Multiply on their own. Oh, little boy Polly. Oh, I love boy Polly. Roypoys used to be one of my favorite insects. And Now, lollipops used to be one of my favorite insects, along with daddy long leg spiders and moths. Alright, up here. Alright, keep going down here. I think we've been up here. England's like, oh, sure, sorry, how to say your name again. Let's go back. And kept asking any bad thing about India. I'm actually not very sure off the top of my head right now, since I actually live in the United States, and I'm actually adopted from Yangzhou, China. I gotta be careful. There might be some poison ivy. The Ventura, England says it's 9 p.m. here. What country are you in? I'm in Denmark right now. It's 5:37 here, so it's definitely a few hours ahead. The Ventura, England is asking, are you a migrant from China? Yes, technically I'm a migrant because I was adopted back in 2000. I was adopted at 9. Oh my gosh, a little caterpillar. Let's see. Shoot, darn it, don't want to get too close. See a little caterpillar. Oh my gosh, it's making its own cocoon right now. I find it so fascinating whenever a caterpillar makes its own cocoon. Definitely don't want to run into it. So, I've actually made. So I'm technically an immigrant, and it was because of the one-child rule. Briefly talking about China. China now allows 2 kids. The reason being is because a lot of girls, because the population is not doing so good, and they really do need to repopulate. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Blue flower, not blue bones, but blue flowers. There's so many things that I'd stop and that I'd definitely do a second take. Alright, Roop. We're jumping on over these flowers, Roop. Gotta do some leapfrogging. A little path that leads to nowhere, by a deep dark forest. Yeah, it doesn't look very open. There was something very fun about getting lost in the park and trying to figure out your way back. Definitely some bamboo. I really love when there's like a lot of dense forest and a lot of dense flowers and plants. This is the messenger pigeon. I believe it's legal to own a pigeon in California. I can't remember if it's the correct state or not. Davante is asking how many times do you eat a mango. I actually don't eat mango very much since mangoes are not native to Colorado, and it's very hit or miss. Sometimes they're extremely cold. Sometimes they're hard as a rock. Other times they're perfect. And also other times they're just a little too ripe, which is an absolute bust, just like a bonus bust. So if I was to describe mangoes like a slot machine in Colorado, you either get like, if you were playing Dragon Link, one of the type of mangoes, I'll call you and Kit, good to be number. One of the type of mangoes, the hard as rock mangoes, is like playing Dragon Link forever and not getting a bonus. The perfectly ripe mangoes is like playing Dragon Link and getting the hold and spin feature and running and consistently getting the screen filled up. Then the two mushy mangoes is like getting 6 orbs and getting nothing else. I think Casino Lady Slots. I'm actually in Denmark right now, but I do live in Colorado. I may come to Europe. I may come to a place in Europe for an internship next summer. Because there's a few studios, I ruined the internet. Oof, that really sucks, Casino Lady Slots. The funny thing is, it's been the exact same way in Denmark this entire week. Cold and rainy. We also have a superstition that whenever we go to the airport, it gets really sunny. Because the first day we were in Denmark, it was really, really sunny, just like this. Then, all of a sudden, then when we left the airport, it started just dumping rain, being cold and sad. And then today we were on the train back from Sweden, and all of a sudden, one of the trains in front of us broke down on the track. We could actually see the smoke and kind of smell the fumes. Fortunately, we were safe, and we got off the train. So we got off the train, and good thing is, we got off the train, and next thing you know, we ended up on metro and the moment we got to the airport, poof, the clouds went away, and it became nice and sunny. So I'm thinking whenever we go to the airport or go near the airport, that when it gets really sunny, meaning that it will be sunny on the day we landed today and the day we depart. Thank you, Ankit. And Casino Lady thought, I heard that it's been snowing in Bordeaux and in the mountains, which I hear is extremely rare. To happen. And I find it crazy that it actually snowed on May 20th, the day before I left. And in the mountains, they got 1 foot of snow. Oh, thank you, Ankit. Oh, I'm really glad you were there. I don't think Colorado has had a blizzard in May for years. Oh, hey, Michelle, Victor, it's nice to see ya. Thank you so much. Ankit is asking, do you know a web series called Godless? I actually don't know of that web series, but I'd be interested in looking. Mel Bass says, today is the coldest day we will see all week. 95 degrees this week. See at 95 degrees the rest of the week. It'll be 100 plus degrees in San Antonio. That is so hot. And I find it crazy just how hot it has been getting the last few years. And with the heat. And I really do hope that the weather does cool down slightly for you. Really hope it cools down. And I also really hope that you do get some rain to keep things nice and cool too. These are some of the biggest rhubarb leaves I have ever seen. Wild rhubarb. I have some homemade rhubarb dishes. And And if you're lucky, you can see a giant snail on the leaves. You can see where the snails have been. They've been pretty busy. Shoot, mud pie on my shoes. Oof. I got on a mud pie. Now we're back on the rhubarb pie. Alright, let's keep going, seeing where else we can go. Wow. There's something mystical about being in these enclosures. Hey Matt, Gambling Thoughts, nice to see you. What's up and how are you doing? Here it is, the big beautiful lake. And I find the reflection to be very, very fascinating. That is the museum. And also known as the Butterfly Pavilion. Glad to hear, Matt. Any luck at the casino lately? It's definitely very pretty to see nature. And to get out from, and it's definitely a nice break from all the museums and all the business of the day. Let's take one last glance at the lake before I do have to take off for dinner. But we can enjoy one last view on the cobblestone from the 1700s. This cobblestone is from the 1700s. Heck yes! Glad to hear that you're winning, Matt. Hope for sending you a ton of good luck, lucky fingers, and 4-leaf clovers. Let's get all this good luck going for you, so we can get some big, beautiful jackpots. You're very welcome, Matt. You're very welcome, Kathy. Well, I really thank everybody for being here today, and I hope you're doing well, you too, Matt. And awesome. I just want to thank everybody for being here today, enjoying nature. We're going to go taking a nice chill walk. Hopefully we can come back with a couple more. Hey, Juicy Jungles, nice to see you. You made it just in time. Just checking in to say hi and hope you're great. Definitely am great. And also tomorrow morning, I hope to make it here in time to have a cup of coffee as we do a coffee walk. And hopefully we can find an ice cream shop that's open very early in the morning, so we can have some ice cream, coffee in the early morning. And I hope to see you around tomorrow. See ya. Bye bye. And also stay tuned for the mukbang stream where we're either gonna be getting sushi, Mexican food, Chinese, Thai food, or Danish food. Coffee tomorrow. Stay tuned, everybody. See you around. Bye bye. Oh, Juicy says, yay, coffee, yummy, yummy. Shannon says, thank you, sweetie. Love the park stream. It was beautiful. Happy, have a wonderful day. You too. And Danny says, it was fun to have a great rest of the week. You too. See you, everybody. Bye bye.